How they work it out. This is the reason why when Muhammad Sahib came in, he preached that you should not bow to anyone whatsoever. Because bowing, he knew that when the real person will come, he will recognize it in any case. But there was a general rule. You were not established. And Nana Sahib organized a very good group. Just a symbol of wisdom of many great souls, that you can only go and bow to that and not to anyone. Teaching and Muhammad Sahib are just the same. But the followers, as usual, have committed such blunders that it appears that they are not the followers, but they are the enemies of these great incarnations. It is nice that in Sahaj Yoga, when you get self-realization, in the beginning may not be, but little later you start yourself feeling the pangs of sin. And also of the sinful people. So you avoid the company of sinful people. You have to. If you remain in the company of sinful people, then you get headaches, you get agya catching, you get all kinds of complications, and you want to run away from such a place. Then nobody tells you that you run away, but you just run away, you can't bear it, your body has become tempted. But best way to strengthen yourself is to be together as Sahajya wishes. You must attend the programs when there is a collective. Aarti or puja or meditation. You have seen that when you collect together, something happens to you. If you sit at home and do something, nothing works out much. Anywhere, when there are people sitting together in meditation, Sahaj Yoga itself manifests. Because it's a collective phenomenon. It's such a collective phenomenon. I'll give an example of Gregor. One day, he was sitting with me, and he was not feeling any vibrations, and he was very much worried about it. I was looking out from the window, and he was just facing me. And another Sahaj Yogi was coming up the hill to my house. Immediately he said, I'm getting the vibrations. He said, how is it suddenly the vibrations have started? I said, look back and see who is coming. And he saw another Sahaj Yogi plodding up the hill. His presence there is coming only added to his vibration. It is a collective phenomena. How it works out collectively, why it works out collectively is again a question which is my job, it's not yours. But I can say there is some mathematics about it. There's some mathematics about it. You must know that for everything there's some mathematics. Everything works out in the mathematics. Why it is so? It is being made like that. And Sahaj Yoga works out after actually there are more than 7 people. जब आइकाल ऐसा ऐसा देंगे you have to understand that how the collective phenomena works out. If there is a realized soul, then he is surrounded by or three divine athletes. But in certain cases, when there is a realized soul and is not yet, say, that good, say, for example, if he smokes, take an example, then there could be only one following such a man. If all his chakras are bad and despite he smokes also and he also drinks and things like that, there may be the only one, maybe or may not be even one sometimes. But mostly there's at least one, minimum one you can put it. So every realized soul has got some people with them. And if somebody does some sinful act for a short time, say for example, does something bad, actually very bad, then all of them might depart for the time being, but they again come back. You see? Now when such a man is struggling to have an experience, if there is another positive person, a very positive person comes in, he may be having more people with it. So he may be able to spare some of his people to prop up this man. So it acts like, just like the venom seeds of the atoms. But the only difference is between the two is that human beings can accumulate as much as they want, they can change. But the atoms cannot change. Those people who just innocently commit some mistakes and something like that, and they are very active in Sahaj Yoga, and good people, they also find it difficult, hard, sometimes to overcome their habits. It is so. So they must know at that time if they go to another Sahaj Yogi who does not have this habit, a particular habit, say of, we take this snuff taking. Another person does not have this habit of snuff taking. Then the other person, guides who are hovering on him, can help this man much more than the another person who is about to take a snuff, and if you go next to him, then he's already have departed. And they'll take away all the 3 that you have. So you both will have a nice love stick. See? But they do not enter into your sight. The difference is this. They do not enter into your psyche, but they bring about a cosmic change around. But supposing a person is suffering from Bhutabada, or he has been to some guru, so the guru will also fix certain entities with that fellow, internal cycle. Now, when this one is trying to do something bad, then he will be supported by another Bhutbadawala. The fraternity works very fast. We have seen the example of that in our groups. You see, if there is one person who has a Bhutbada, you must ask Pradhan because his son is suffering from that. He is so much interested in people who have got Bhutbada. So, what happens? Such a person, when he goes and talks about his Bhutabada, the another one will come immediately to support him. He'll be forced up. There will be no freedom in him. He will just go just like a magnet. He'll be attracted towards that person who has a Bhutabada immediately. And he'll become weak. Not only that, it can be that a person who is a stronger Bhutabada will attract a person of a smaller Bhutabada and will influence and spoil that. Now what is the difference? In first case, you have to choose to be in the company of a Sahajogi who does not have these habits. Take for example, somebody is a hot-tempered fellow. Same question of hot temper. Such a man, when he gets into hot temper, if he can think of somebody who is a very silent by temperament, immediately you will be surprised. His temper will go. If a man who is so silent that he doesn't even mind his mother being insulted, and he feels bad about it, that I can't say anything about it, then such a man, if he thinks of someone who would not tolerate stuff like this, then immediately he gets the power. But the difference is very big, the tremendous difference between the two. One you have to choose with freedom, another you are forced it. But you will find so many Sahajogis also. They get attracted to negativity just like this. They don't know how they get interested into that. But to positivity, they have to exert themselves. This is a thing, and it is a system which works out sometimes. That's why I tell people that do not keep combination of the people who have the same weakness. When I say that, people feel hurt sometimes. But you'll find always friendship is there. Say there are two Sahajogis who talk ill of Sahajog, morning till evening, finding faults with Sahajog. They will combine together. Because they keep a good company, you see. It is better to have diverse company so that you supplement each other better than to be attracted towards people who are of the same nature, especially from one family. Supposing they are people of one family. So you don't discuss Sahajog among them. Either they will fight or they will combine to be against Sahajog. So best thing to do with Sahajoga is to first find out your faults, sitting down. Write it down. What are my faults? These are my defects. Somebody is a show-off. He shows off all the time. He seems he must say something to show off. Now another show-off should run away from it. he should sit with a person who is a shy person. And this is another style which is very different from that of the negative people, because in negativity, two negatives must join together nicely to become real negative. But in Sahaja Yoga, two opposites must meet to be good Sahaja Yogis. But this must be done in complete freedom, in complete understanding. स्वतंत्रपणे सगळं केलं पाहिजे. What is the map then of being good Sahaja Yogis? In one word, we can understand. Only one small thing is to be responsible. If you are a responsible Sahaja Yogi, you will find your own way. If you are not, you will go to do. Because if you are responsible, then only God is going to give you more. If you behave irresponsibly, you talk irresponsibly, if you do not think what you can do for Sahaja Yoga, you just come to Sahaja Yoga as a sort of a liability on Sahaja Yoga. And you always hold others as responsible. मराठीत म्हणायचं म्हणजे त्यांनी केलं नाही, आम्ही काय करणार? He should have done it. Why should I? What can I do? And who is he and who won? He is a Sahaja Yogi, you are also a Sahaja Yogi. The people who are responsible in every way, in your behavior, Muhammad Sahib has been very, very particular on this, and he did say very clearly that while doing namaz in the presence of the divine, you should not budge even from where you are sitting. You should not move. Your eyes should not rove about. You should not yawn. There are so many things. I can't even tell you how many things he has said it. To all the details. In behavior, he has said great things. Once you start feeling responsible, you yourself will know how to behave, what to do, what not to do. Then when you are responsible, you will be amazed. You will drop out most of your habits. Automatically, any habit, supposing somebody is a very talkative person, that habit will drop out because you will find out that by talking too much, sometimes you are committing mistakes. So it comes to a balance. If somebody doesn't talk at all, he will find being responsible that it doesn't help you to talk. Starts talking. Only one word is to be responsible. Once you take the responsibility of Sahaja Yoga on your shoulders, immediately all the dimensions of your new life will open out. Knowledge will pour into you. You will get related to life in a new way. And a new style of understanding will develop. The subtleties of life will open out before you. The joy will pour onto you when you will sleep. You will feel as if the Ganges is flowing over your Sahasrara. The Jamuna is washing your feet. So really feel that. But you have to be responsible. I see very young people also being very, our Morishwar is a very responsible boy. He's so young. Whatever is possible, he would like to do for Sahajya. He's so very young. He's so responsible. For that you don't have to have money, don't have to have anything, but to be responsible. That doesn't mean that if you come to my house 10 times and live with me next to my room, then you are responsible. This is a wrong idea. Responsible also means that others should be given chance. Others should be there. Why should I? And when you start leading a responsible Sahajyogi life, thousands of evolved souls will hover around you. You'll have a different light on your face. You'll be amazed when you will speak, you'll be amazed at how you are speaking. How things are happening, how at every moment, how things are working out. As it is, you know how things are Sahajya, how it works out. You know that every moment it is. Only you are for a simple to be responsible on the stage. Otherwise, there will be thousands of them working for you. There are very few people on the stage. Behind the stage, there are thousands. An example is of these three people in Rahuri. How responsible they are and how responsibly they have behaved. And when you start thinking on those lines that I am responsible for this, just find out ways and methods. When you think you are responsible for your family, you find out all the ways and methods of running your family. But now you are responsible for Sahajya. The sense of responsibility can only come through your freedom. This is the problem of Sahajya. But for a negative person, it comes to him automatically jolly well. Everyone I have seen who is negatively charged, he just starts talking about it. He may not have seen his guru at all. He may not even got 1 5 worth of thing from him. But he'll be talking about it. You ask him what has happened, what has he given, and nothing. Because he's negatively charged, there's no freedom. Does that mean that in freedom, human beings cannot be responsible? Is it that human beings are not yet evolved to be responsible? That they must be dominated by somebody or driven by somebody, otherwise they cannot do something responsibly. So in Sahaja Yoga, when we think of our own development and our own emancipation, we have to be responsible. I did not say anything to you at all. I feel very hurt to say anything to you. I don't like it, because it's not in good taste for me to say anything to anyone. I know many times many things I know about, because it's not good for me to talk like that. After all, it's very hard to be a mother and a teacher. It's a very, very difficult task. You have no idea. Because I love you so much, I can't bear to say something harsh. If I say anything, I feel very hurt and I weep sometimes, I have to say. If you could be little responsible more every day, every person must think that at least 10 persons I must bring to surgery. It's small responsibility. 10 persons I must bring to surgery, and in such a manner that they are done up well, they are prepared well, they are ready. Find out ways and methods. Nobody has given me any schemes as to how to increase the activities of surgery. Sit down, think about it. I already told that one method would be to have a program in a house of a surgery, and all of you should go there and invite a neighbor saying that in our house we are going to have a program. Even for a small haldi kuku, you can get at least 500 women. Easy. So for Sahaj Yoga, you can. Find out ways and methods. Find out ways and methods. How you can bring more people to Sahaj Yoga. One person is more responsible than another. It should not be so. And there are so many other things which you should also understand. For example, people write letters to me. I'm doing lots of things. I'm meditating, I have to do some analysis, I have to write books, I'm busy. You know, I don't spare myself much. I don't write letters back. Sometimes I cannot answer. Even if you don't receive a letter, you will be looked after. You know very well. But you must write letters. There are people who just don't write letters. That's it. Just don't write. You must learn to write letters. Today I received a very sweet letter from Mrs. Knight and her husband. It is like a puja. So beautiful it was. You must write beautiful letters. This is not the way to be responsible. Just you don't write. At least minimum you should write letters. To me and to other Sahaj Yogis. That way I would say, Sharayu, she is very responsible. I never write to her seldom I have time. She writes to me. She has so many problems. She has children, she has her husband. But she writes to me beautiful letters. And even if I don't write to her, she never minds it. If she was not writing letters to me, she would not have composed this beautiful poem. Another is Raubai. I seldom get time to write to her. But she writes. And if I cannot answer you, you should not feel bad about it. This is one thing you must decide. That your mother is very preoccupied and she is very busy. Your letters, of course, give me great happiness and you must write to me. But people seldom write. Seldom. Very few people really write to me. And they have no time for writing letters, you see. This is not the way. Now, I'll tell you the secret. It's very, very simple. You've read so many scriptures and you've read Isha Stuti, you've read Devi Stuti, all these things you have read. What do we write on our invitation cards? Kala. Right. Jagadamba Prasanna. That is, the mother is such pleasures, you can say. She has been made so happy, or she is very happy about it. So you must just find out what will make mother happy. What makes me happy? When you do something, just weigh it out. Will she be happy if you do like this? If you talk like this and say like these things, will she be happy? It's very simple. You know me too well that I'm not going to like it. I may not say about it, I may keep quiet, but I'm not going to like it. That's a very good judging point. Don't do what you want to do and you like it. That's the wrong side, absolutely wrong. But you must do what I would like you to do, and you know me very well. And that is what it should be, that Mataji Prasanna. This is a sort of a certificate we take and we write it, that Mataji Prasanna in our house, such and such wedding is going to take place. That she is happy. So do everything with that permission. As it is, I am very happy, I must say this time, because you have opened out very much this time and there has been a big progress. There is a big rise. But it should be done regularly and it must be kept up. I don't know how to tell you what has happened to you actually, because it's a very big process which came into play and it has worked out very well. And now you will be seeing your small faults of your chakras, which you are separated from and you are not bothered about it. So when you have a problem, all the chakras, try to clear them and keep them clean. And respect yourself and your responsibilities as Rajvi. This is a very historical meeting of very few people. And everything that we have done here has been of great help. Carry no malice in your heart, but joy that you have found a place where there is a goodwill of so many Sahajyogis who are realized. And when they increase in number, the ratio increases in of the evolved souls who surround them in multiple proportions, or let us say geometrical proportions. That's the correct, that's the mathematics. So the more you are, the better it is, and it is now your responsibility to be wise and to show some results. Still I am in Bombay and also in India. Let us see now everybody how he goes about, and our programs are going to be in Bharati Vidya Bhavan. Sometimes it shocks me when I see that in big programs, Sahajyogis are the last to come. All the rest of the people are there and Sahajyogis are missing. So First of all, find out 10 people who will come for Sahajya. Next program, I don't know, he will announce this, where it is, I don't know, we have not yet decided. Can't? 3 आणि 4 भारती विद्या भवनला आहे आणि 1 आणि 2 ला कुठे घाटकोपर सांताक्रूजला. 3 आणि 4 चं पात्र तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा. इन भारती विद्या भवन 3 and 4. So you should find out people why they are doing like this. Why shouldn't they come into it and go ahead with it? And even those Sahaj yogis which are lost, you can go and talk to them and work it out. If possible, if not, forget them. Get new people, talk to them and tell them about Sahaj Yoga. And I hope this 3 and 4 will be a very good program. Now everybody should be responsible, should find out if somebody needs flowers, somebody can bring flowers, somebody can bring udbatti, somebody can bring something for that program, and somebody can bring. You see, even when I go there, then the adjustment starts of the radio and this thing and that thing, and such a waste of time, and that's not good. But it is easy we find faults with others. We never find ourselves what we have done about it. You see, somebody has not brought, say, the loudspeaker. So that fellow has not brought the loudspeaker, so it is very wrong, you see. But what you have done about it? Have you done something about it? Have you found out something about it? And if everybody works it out, how to decorate, how to put it right, and everything, how we are going to expand it, then the things will be over. Another program, which all of you should know, is on the 21st of March, and I would like all the other people also to come. You can bring some people from Rahuri, those people who want to come. 21st of March. Huh? 19, 20 and 21. At least if you can come for one day, it's all right. पण 2-3 दिवस आले तरी चालेल. तोपर्यंत आपली कदाचित जागा जर झाली तर राहण्याचा प्रश्न होणार आहे. And 19, 20, 21 we can have a regular 3-day program in that place. But in any case we'll organize something better. This time 19, 20, 21. अभी दिल्ली का प्रोग्राम है, इन लोग से पूछेगा 12 से 28 है, पर अब पता नहीं